The confidence conversation. Confidence is not about being loud. Confidence is not about showing off. Confidence is not about pretending to be someone you are not. Confidence is not about faking courage or trying to impress others. Confidence is about how you speak to yourself and how you speak to others. Confidence is a skill you can learn. Confidence is a skill you can practice. Confidence is a skill you can master. Every person who seems naturally confident once felt unsure. They doubted themselves. They feared judgment. They worried about failing. They worried about saying the wrong thing. They worried about being laughed at. They worried about being ignored. Everyone hears the same doubts. Everyone faces the same fears. The difference is not talent or luck. The difference is practice. The difference is learning how to have conversations that build confidence. Not only with others, but with yourself. This book is written for listening. Each word is designed to be heard clearly. Each idea is designed to be remembered. You do not need to take notes. You do not need to pause or rewind. You just need to listen, reflect, and act. Every sentence is a step toward speaking with confidence. Every paragraph is a step toward being comfortable in your own presence. Every story is a step toward understanding how ordinary people create extraordinary confidence. Confidence begins inside. It begins with the voice you hear when you are alone. It begins with the words you say to yourself when no one else is listening. When you learn to speak to yourself with clarity, courage, and honesty, you can speak to anyone in the same way. The inner voice shapes your posture. It shapes your tone. It shapes your gestures. It shapes your presence. Confidence grows when the inner voice becomes an ally rather than an enemy. The first step is noticing the voice. The second step is understanding it. The third step is choosing how to respond to it. When you feel doubt, fear, or hesitation, do not fight it. Do not suppress it. Do not ignore it. Simply notice it. Name it. Speak to it. Say out loud, "I hear you. I understand you. I choose action anyway." Say this every day. Repeat it until it becomes a habit. Notice how your thinking changes. Notice how your energy changes. Notice how your actions change. Confidence grows in small steps. It does not grow overnight. It grows from daily victories. Each small success is a brick. Each failure is a lesson. Each effort is a step forward. If you want to speak up in a meeting, start small. Say hello. Make eye contact. Ask a simple question. Make a one-sentence suggestion. Every step feels small, but every step counts. Repeat daily. Confidence will build like compound interest. Think about someone you admire for their confidence. Notice how they began. They did not start by giving speeches or leading teams. They started by speaking when it mattered. They started by acting even when they were afraid. They started by trying and failing and trying again. You can do the same. You can start today. You can start now. You do not need permission. You do not need validation. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment. The moment is now. The step is now. The word is now. The most important conversation is with yourself. The words you say in your head shape your tone, your gestures, your presence, and your impact. Replace "I am not ready" with "I am learning." "I will try." Replace "They will not listen" with "I have something worth sharing." Replace "I am not enough" with "I am enough and I will grow." Change your inner dialogue and your outer world will change with it. Change your mind and your actions will change. Change your words and your influence will change. Confidence is not about perfection. Confidence is about authenticity. Confidence is not about always being right. Confidence is about being willing to be wrong. Confidence is not about never failing. Confidence is about standing up after failure. Confidence is not about being fearless. Confidence is about feeling fear and acting anyway. Confidence is not a destination. Confidence is a journey. Confidence is a conversation. The conversation you have with yourself. The conversation you have with others. The conversation you have with the world. Listen closely. Confidence is learned by listening. Confidence is learned by speaking. Confidence is learned by doing. Confidence is learned by observing. Confidence is learned by reflection. Confidence is learned by taking small steps over time. Confidence is learned by noticing growth. Confidence is learned by noticing improvement. Confidence is learned by noticing courage in ordinary moments. Now, let us begin. Let us talk about the voice you hear before you speak. Let us talk about the moments that shape your courage. Let us talk about the exercises that make confidence practical. Let us talk about stories that show how ordinary people overcome doubt. Let us talk about the steps you can take today. Steps that are small, steps that are repeatable, steps that are powerful. Chapter 1. The voice inside is often critical. It highlights your mistakes. It reminds you of failures. It exaggerates small problems. It tells you that you are not enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. This voice has been speaking to you for years, sometimes since childhood. It is old programming, learned behaviors, habits of fear. Recognizing this is not about judgment. It is about awareness. Awareness is the first step toward change. When you hear the voice of doubt, pause. Take a breath. Say, I hear you. I understand you. I choose action anyway. Repeat this every day. Notice how your thinking changes. Notice how your energy changes. Notice how your actions change. Confidence grows in small steps. It is not sudden, it is not explosive. It is built one step at a time. Each small success is a brick. Each failure is a lesson. Each effort is a step forward. If you want to speak up in a meeting, start small. Say hello. Make eye contact. Ask one question. Make one suggestion. Every step feels small, but every step counts. Confidence builds like compound interest. It accumulates slowly, but consistently. Imagine a young professional named Aisha. Aisha wanted to share her ideas in meetings, but was terrified. She feared looking foolish. She feared rejection. She feared the eyes of her colleagues. On Monday, she started by greeting one person with a smile. On Tuesday, she asked a simple question. On Wednesday, she made a short comment. By Friday, she presented a small idea in the meeting. She was nervous each time, but she acted anyway. By the end of the month, she was speaking confidently in every meeting. Small steps built her confidence. Small actions created momentum. Small, consistent efforts led to transformation. Confidence starts inside. The words you say to yourself matter more than the words you say to others. Replace, I am not ready with, I am learning, I will try. Replace, they will not listen with, I have something worth sharing. Replace, I am not enough with, I am enough and I will grow. Change your inner dialogue and your outer world changes with it. Change your mind and your actions change. Change your words and your influence changes. Confidence is not about perfection. Confidence is about authenticity. Confidence is not about always being right. Confidence is about being willing to be wrong. Confidence is not about never failing. Confidence is about standing up after failure. Confidence is not about being fearless. Confidence is about feeling fear and acting anyway. Confidence is a journey, not a destination. Confidence is a conversation. It is the conversation you have with yourself. It is the conversation you have with others. It is the conversation you have with the world. Listen closely. Confidence is learned by listening. Confidence is learned by speaking. Confidence is learned by doing. Confidence is learned by observing. Confidence is learned by reflection. Confidence is learned by taking small steps over time. Confidence is learned by noticing growth. Confidence is learned by noticing improvement. Confidence is learned by noticing courage in ordinary moments. Take a simple exercise. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself in the eyes. Say, "I am capable." Say, "I am enough." Say, "I will act with courage." Say it slowly. Say it clearly. Notice how your body reacts. Notice your posture. Notice your breathing. Notice the tone of your voice. This small daily exercise trains your mind. It trains your inner voice. It trains your confidence. Repeat it every morning. Repeat it every evening. Over time, you will notice a change in your presence. You will notice a change in your energy. You will notice a change in how others respond to you. Confidence grows when you take action. Not when you think about it, not when you plan endlessly. Action is the fertilizer for courage. Start small. Speak one sentence. Ask one question. Offer one idea. Observe. Learn. Adjust. Speak again. Repeat. Action builds confidence faster than thought ever can. Action is proof that you are capable. Action trains your mind to trust yourself. Action trains your inner voice to support you. Action builds momentum that thinking alone cannot create. Confidence is built through reflection. After every conversation, every meeting, every interaction, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself what went well. Ask yourself what you learned. Ask yourself what you would do differently next time. Reflection is not criticism. Reflection is growth. Reflection helps your inner voice learn. Reflection reinforces confidence. Reflection transforms experiences into wisdom. Confidence is strengthened by preparation. Knowing your material, knowing your facts, knowing your ideas gives your mind a foundation to act. When you prepare, you reduce uncertainty. When you prepare, you reduce fear. When you prepare, you increase trust in yourself. Preparation is not just knowledge. Preparation is confidence in action. Preparation makes your inner conversation calm and clear. Preparation makes your words flow with authority. Preparation makes you reliable and memorable to others. Observe confident people. Notice how they move. Notice how they speak. Notice how they interact. Confidence is not loudness. Confidence is energy. Confidence is presence. Confidence is calm. Confidence is clarity. Confidence is the ability to act even when fear exists. You can cultivate the same traits. You can train your voice. You can train your posture. You can train your mind. You can train your courage. Practice speaking aloud. Practice storytelling. Practice expressing ideas. Practice listening actively. Practice asking questions. Practice pausing before responding. Practice controlling your breathing. Practice maintaining eye contact. Practice gestures that match your words. Practice in small steps. Practice consistently. Practice daily. Every small action compounds. Every small effort builds confidence. Understand that confidence is not linear. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will feel weak. Some conversations will flow effortlessly. Some will stumble. Accept the ups and downs. Accept setbacks as part of the process. Confidence grows when you continue despite setbacks. Confidence grows when you act, even when unsure. Confidence grows when you persist. Confidence grows when you refuse to quit. Use affirmations to support your inner voice. Repeat, I am capable. Repeat, I am growing. Repeat, I choose action. Repeat, I speak with courage. Repeat, I learn from failure. Repeat, I embrace challenge. Repeat, I take steps every day. The repetition trains your mind. It shapes your thoughts. It strengthens your confidence. Over time, it becomes natural. Over time, it becomes automatic. Over time, it shapes your conversations with yourself and others. Think about a conversation you fear. Perhaps it is asking for a raise. Perhaps it is speaking in a meeting. Perhaps it is meeting someone new. Perhaps it is expressing your opinion. Break the conversation into steps. Prepare what you want to say. Practice it aloud. Visualize the interaction. Take the first small action. Observe. Adjust. Take the next step. Build momentum. Every small action builds confidence. Every small step trains your mind. Every small interaction strengthens your inner voice. Remember, confidence is a conversation. The most important conversation is with yourself. Your words, your tone, your energy, your presence, your actions all flow from the voice inside. Train it. Listen to it. Support it. Guide it. Speak with clarity. Speak with courage. Speak with authenticity. Speak with presence. Speak with purpose. The inner conversation shapes the outer world. The inner voice builds bridges. The inner voice inspires. The inner voice acts. The inner voice empowers. Chapter 1 is your foundation. It is the beginning of a journey. The journey is about learning to speak to yourself in ways that create courage. The journey is about practicing small steps that build momentum. The journey is about noticing growth and learning from setbacks. The journey is about action, reflection, preparation, and repetition. The journey is about building a confident voice that guides your words, actions, and presence. Confidence begins inside and radiates outward. Begin today. Begin now. Speak to your inner voice with courage. Act with small steps. Observe your growth. Repeat daily. Your confidence will grow. Your presence will grow. Your conversations will change. Your life will change. Chapter 2. Confidence is built through action. Thinking alone will never create courage. Planning alone will never create momentum. Waiting for the perfect moment will never create progress. Action is the fertilizer for courage. Action is proof that you are capable. Action trains your mind to trust yourself. Action builds momentum that thinking alone cannot create. Every confident person you admire took action long before they felt ready. They acted despite fear. They acted despite doubt. They acted despite uncertainty. Start small. You do not need to make grand gestures. You do not need to impress anyone. You do not need to have perfect words. The smallest action is more powerful than the grandest thought. Speak one sentence. Ask one question. Offer one idea. Observe. Learn. Adjust. Speak again. Repeat. Every small action compounds. Every small effort builds confidence. Consider the story of Omar. Omar wanted to improve his public speaking. He was terrified of standing in front of a group. He started by speaking in front of a mirror. Then he spoke to his pet dog. Then he spoke to his closest friend. Then he spoke in small meetings at work. Then he volunteered to present a short update. Then he led a full presentation. Each step felt small, but each step counted. Action built his confidence. Action trained his inner voice. Action created momentum that thinking alone never could. Confidence is also strengthened through reflection. After every conversation, every meeting, every interaction, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself what went well. Ask yourself what you learned. Ask yourself what you would do differently next time. Reflection is not criticism. Reflection is growth. Reflection helps your inner voice learn. Reflection reinforces confidence. Reflection transforms experiences into wisdom. Preparation strengthens confidence. Knowing your material, knowing your facts, knowing your ideas gives your mind a foundation to act. When you prepare, you reduce uncertainty. When you prepare, you reduce fear. When you prepare, you increase trust in yourself. Preparation is not just knowledge. Preparation is confidence in action. Preparation makes your inner conversation calm and clear. Preparation makes your words flow with authority. Preparation makes you reliable and memorable to others. Observe confident people. Notice how they move. Notice how they speak. Notice how they interact. Confidence is not loudness. Confidence is energy. Confidence is presence. Confidence is calm. Confidence is clarity. Confidence is the ability to act even when fear exists. You can cultivate the same traits. You can train your voice. You can train your posture. You can train your mind. You can train your courage. Practice speaking aloud. Practice storytelling. Practice expressing ideas. Practice listening actively. Practice asking questions. Practice pausing before responding. Practice controlling your breathing. Practice maintaining eye contact. Practice gestures that match your words. Practice in small steps. Practice consistently. Practice daily. Every small action compounds. Every small effort builds confidence. Confidence is not linear. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will feel weak. Some conversations will flow effortlessly. Some will stumble. Accept the ups and downs. Accept setbacks as part of the process. Confidence grows when you continue despite setbacks. Confidence grows when you act even when unsure. Confidence grows when you persist. Confidence grows when you refuse to quit. Affirmations can support your inner voice. Repeat, I am capable. Repeat, I am growing. Repeat, I choose action. Repeat, I speak with courage. Repeat, I learn from failure. Repeat, I embrace challenge. Repeat, I take steps every day. The repetition trains your mind. It shapes your thoughts. It strengthens your confidence. Over time, it becomes natural. Over time, it becomes automatic. Over time, it shapes your conversations with yourself and others. Visualize success. Imagine yourself speaking confidently in meetings. Imagine yourself expressing your ideas clearly. Imagine yourself interacting with calm and presence. Imagine yourself handling challenges gracefully. Visualization trains your mind. Visualization prepares your inner voice. Visualization strengthens your actions. Visualization creates a mental blueprint for your confidence. When you act, you are following the plan your mind has already rehearsed. Confidence grows through learning. Read books, listen to speakers. Watch people interact. Notice patterns. Observe gestures. Observe tone. Observe timing. Notice what works. Notice what feels authentic. Practice what resonates. Adapt it to your own style. Learning is not imitation. Learning is inspiration. Learning expands your repertoire. Learning gives your inner voice more tools. Learning gives your confidence more depth. Break big challenges into small steps. Do not focus on the entire journey. Focus on the next step. Focus on the next sentence. Focus on the next interaction. Step by step. Action by action. Word by word. Momentum builds. Fear diminishes. Confidence grows. Think about a conversation you fear. Perhaps it is asking for a raise. Perhaps it is speaking in a meeting. Perhaps it is meeting someone new. Perhaps it is expressing your opinion. Break the conversation into steps. Prepare what you want to say. Practice it aloud. Visualize the interaction. Take the first small action. Observe. Adjust. Take the next step. Build momentum. Every small action builds confidence. Every small step trains your mind. Every small interaction strengthens your inner voice. Confidence is built by noticing progress. Keep a mental record of your wins. Did you speak up today when you hesitated yesterday? Did you ask a question today when you stayed silent yesterday? Did you try something new today when you avoided it yesterday? Every improvement counts. Every tiny victory reinforces your courage. Every repeated effort strengthens your confidence. Remember that failure is not the opposite of confidence. Failure is part of confidence. Mistakes are lessons. Setbacks are opportunities. Challenges are practice fields. The inner voice grows stronger by noticing what went wrong, analyzing it, learning from it, and acting again. Confidence is resilience. Confidence is persistence. Confidence is courage in action. Practice public speaking in small steps. Speak to yourself first. Speak to your pet. Speak to a close friend. Speak in small group settings. Speak in larger settings. Observe your energy. Observe your voice. Observe your gestures. Reflect on improvements. Adjust. Practice again. Repetition trains your mind. Repetition builds courage. Repetition strengthens confidence. Use your body to support your voice. Stand tall. Open your chest. Breathe deeply. Move with intention. Gestures should match your words. Your presence should match your tone. Confidence is not just words. Confidence is body language, tone, energy, and action combined. When your inner voice is calm and clear, your body follows. When your body expresses confidence, your words follow. When your actions reflect courage, your mind follows. Chapter 3. The most important conversation is the one you have with yourself. Your inner dialogue shapes your words, your gestures, your energy, your presence, and your impact. If the inner voice is critical, doubtful, or fearful, it will leak into every interaction. If the inner voice is calm, encouraging, and courageous, it will radiate into every conversation. Confidence starts here. It starts within. It begins before you speak to anyone else. Notice your inner voice today. Listen carefully. What does it say? Does it focus on fear, failure, or judgment? Does it replay old mistakes and exaggerate doubts? Does it question your abilities? Recognize it. Acknowledge it. Speak to it. Say, I hear you. I understand you. I choose action anyway. This is not empty words. It is training your mind. It is guiding your inner voice. It is setting the foundation for every confident action you take. Replace negative self-talk with constructive self-talk. Replace, I am not ready with, I am learning, I will try. Replace, I cannot do this with, I can take the next step. Replace, they will not listen with, I have something worth sharing. Replace, I am not enough with, I am enough and I will grow. These changes may feel small at first, but small changes compound. Small changes accumulate. Small changes transform your inner dialogue and your outer presence. Confidence grows through reflection. After each interaction, take a moment to reflect. What went well? What could you improve? What did you learn? Reflection is not judgment. Reflection is growth. Reflection strengthens your inner voice. Reflection builds your confidence. Reflection converts ordinary experiences into lessons. Each conversation is an opportunity. Each interaction is a step forward. Each reflection is a brick in the foundation of confidence. Action is the engine of confidence. Do not wait for perfect timing. Do not wait until fear disappears. Action precedes confidence. Courage precedes certainty. Take the first small step. Speak one sentence. Ask one question. Offer one idea. Observe. Learn. Adjust. Take the next step. Repeat. Momentum builds. Energy grows. Confidence increases. Action transforms hesitation into courage. Action transforms doubt into trust in yourself. Action transforms fear into experience. Consider Lena, a young manager. She feared presenting ideas to her team. She feared criticism and failure. She started by practicing her points aloud in her room. She then presented one idea in a small meeting. She asked a question during another session. She volunteered to summarize a discussion. Each step felt small. Each step felt risky, but each step built momentum. By the end of 3 months, she was leading team meetings confidently. Action, reflection, and repetition built her courage. Action created a feedback loop. Action trained her inner voice. Action built her presence. Preparation strengthens confidence. Know your material. Know your ideas. Know your facts. Preparation reduces uncertainty. Preparation reduces fear. Preparation increases trust in yourself. Preparation is not memorization. Preparation is readiness. Preparation gives your mind a blueprint. Preparation allows your words to flow. Preparation allows your inner voice to stay calm and clear. Preparation allows your gestures and energy to match your intention. Confidence is not built without preparation. Confidence is amplified through practice. Speak aloud daily. Express ideas to yourself. Speak to a friend. Speak in a small group. Speak in larger groups. Observe your tone, gestures, and energy. Adjust where necessary. Repeat. Repetition trains your mind. Repetition trains your inner voice. Repetition strengthens confidence. Repetition transforms fear into familiarity. Repetition converts nervousness into poise. Visualize success. Imagine yourself speaking clearly. Imagine yourself expressing your ideas. Imagine yourself handling challenges gracefully. Visualization is not daydreaming. Visualization is mental rehearsal. Visualization prepares your mind and body. Visualization strengthens your inner voice. Visualization gives you a template to follow when the real conversation occurs. Every conversation you fear can be rehearsed in your mind. Every step can be practiced internally. Every interaction can be anticipated and improved. Notice progress. Track your small wins. Did you speak today when you hesitated yesterday? Did you ask a question today when you stayed silent yesterday? Did you volunteer to express an idea today when you avoided it yesterday? Every improvement counts. Every small success strengthens confidence. Every repeated effort reinforces courage. Your inner voice learns from every step. Your confidence grows from every action. Your presence expands with every success. Body language shapes confidence. Stand tall. Open your chest. Breathe deeply. Use gestures intentionally. Match your words with movement. Match your energy with tone. Confidence is more than words. Confidence is the combination of voice, posture, gesture, breathing, and intention. When your inner voice is calm and clear, your body follows. When your body expresses confidence, your words follow. When your words align with your energy, your presence is magnetic. Confidence is the harmony of inner voice and outer expression. Embrace challenges. Every challenge is practice. Every difficulty is opportunity. Fear will appear. Doubt will appear. Hesitation will appear. Accept them. Act despite them. Learn from them. Grow from them. Confidence is built by stepping into the discomfort, not avoiding it. Confidence grows when you take the conversation you fear and engage with it directly. Confidence grows when you transform uncertainty into action. Confidence grows when you persist despite setbacks. Affirm your courage daily. Repeat, I am capable. Repeat, I am growing. Repeat, I act with courage. Repeat, I learn from mistakes. Repeat, I embrace challenge. Repeat, I take steps every day. Repetition transforms words into belief. Belief transforms action into habit. Habit transforms fear into confidence. Habit transforms hesitation into momentum. Habit transforms doubt into resilience. Think about the conversations you avoid. Maybe it is speaking up at work. Maybe it is sharing your ideas. Maybe it is asking for help. Maybe it is expressing your feelings. Break the conversation into steps. Prepare what you want to say. Practice aloud. Visualize the interaction. Take the first small action. Observe. Adjust. Take the next step. Momentum builds. Confidence grows. Every small step trains your inner voice. Every action strengthens your presence. Every interaction teaches courage. Confidence is not the absence of fear. Confidence is courage in the presence of fear. Confidence is action in spite of doubt. Confidence is growth despite setbacks. Confidence is persistence when it would be easier to quit. Confidence is calm in the midst of uncertainty. Confidence is clarity when others are confused. Confidence is the conversation you have with yourself, with others, and with the world. Train it. Listen to it, guide it. Practice it, repeat it. Chapter 4. Confidence grows when you take control of your words. Words are more than letters. Words carry energy. Words carry intention. Words shape perception. Words influence action. Every conversation you have is an opportunity to practice confidence. Every sentence you speak is a reflection of your inner voice. Confidence is the ability to choose your words with clarity, courage, and authenticity. Confidence is the ability to speak even when fear is present. Confidence is the ability to act in alignment with your values and intentions. Start with small conversations. Speak clearly. Speak with intention. Speak slowly if needed. Notice how your words affect others. Notice how your words affect yourself. Do not rush. Do not overthink. Simply observe. Speak with purpose. Speak with honesty. Speak with clarity. Every small conversation is practice. Every small interaction strengthens your inner voice. Every sentence spoken with awareness builds momentum. Consider Daniel, a sales associate. He was nervous speaking with clients. He feared rejection. He feared sounding unprepared. He started by greeting each client with a warm hello. Then he asked a simple question. Then he provided a short suggestion. Each small step built his confidence. Over time, he could engage in long conversations naturally. He could respond to objections calmly. He could present ideas clearly. Action compounded over time. Momentum built. Confidence grew. Confidence is strengthened by active listening. Speaking is important, but listening is equally powerful. Listening demonstrates presence. Listening shows respect. Listening provides insight. Listening allows you to respond with clarity. When you listen carefully, your words become more intentional. When you respond with awareness, your conversations create impact. Practice listening daily. Notice the words, tone, and body language of others. Reflect on what they mean. Respond with clarity and purpose. Confidence grows when you listen as much as you speak. Preparation supports confident words. Know your points. Know your facts. Anticipate questions. Anticipate objections. Preparation reduces fear. Preparation increases clarity. Preparation allows your words to flow naturally. Preparation trains your inner voice to remain calm. Preparation allows you to act with confidence even under pressure. Preparation transforms uncertainty into opportunity. Confidence is enhanced by storytelling. Stories are memorable. Stories connect emotions with ideas. Stories influence perception. Practice sharing small stories. Share personal experiences. Share observations. Share lessons learned. Notice how stories engage others. Notice how stories strengthen your presence. Stories create trust. Stories demonstrate credibility. Stories make your words impactful. Confidence grows when your words tell stories that resonate. Observe your voice and tone. Speak slowly if needed. Emphasize key words. Pause for effect. Allow silence to communicate as much as speech. Your voice carries authority when it aligns with your intention. Your tone communicates confidence. Your tone reflects your inner voice. Speak with warmth. Speak with conviction. Speak with clarity. Practice speaking aloud daily. Record yourself if necessary. Listen and adjust. Your voice is a tool for confidence. Use it intentionally. Body language supports your words. Stand tall. Keep your shoulders back. Keep your movements natural. Gesture intentionally. Make eye contact. Mirror subtle cues when appropriate. Confidence is a combination of voice, posture, gestures, and energy. When your inner voice is calm, your body follows. When your body communicates presence, your words gain weight. When your words align with your energy, your influence grows. Practice this daily. Step by step. Small adjustments compound over time. Confidence grows through repetition. Speak daily. Engage in small conversations. Express ideas to friends or colleagues. Volunteer to ask questions or present updates. Practice storytelling. Practice active listening. Practice adjusting tone and body language. Practice pausing before responding. Every repeated effort reinforces your inner voice. Every action strengthens your presence. Every interaction builds momentum. Confidence grows like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Visualization enhances confidence. Imagine the conversation you fear. Picture yourself speaking with calm and clarity. Visualize your words, your tone, your posture, your gestures. Picture the positive response of the listener. Imagine handling objections gracefully. Imagine responding to challenges confidently. Rehearse in your mind until it feels natural. Visualization creates a mental blueprint. When the real conversation occurs, your mind follows a plan it has already practiced. Confidence flows from preparation and visualization combined. Confidence requires embracing mistakes. No one speaks perfectly all the time. No one acts flawlessly all the time. Mistakes are part of learning. Mistakes are opportunities. Mistakes are feedback for growth. After a mistake, reflect. Analyze what went wrong. Adjust. Take the next step. Confidence grows when you persist despite errors. Confidence grows when you act even with imperfection. Confidence grows when you learn and apply lessons. Affirm your courage daily. Speak to yourself aloud. Repeat, I am capable. Repeat, I am growing. Repeat, I act with courage. Repeat, I learn from mistakes. Repeat, I embrace challenge. Repeat, I take steps every day. Repetition trains your mind. Repetition strengthens your inner voice. Repetition transforms fear into confidence. Repetition solidifies momentum. Repetition shapes habit. Habit shapes identity. Confidence becomes part of who you are. Break large conversations into small steps. Perhaps it is a difficult conversation with a manager. Perhaps it is expressing your opinion in a meeting. Perhaps it is approaching someone new. Prepare your points. Practice aloud. Visualize the interaction. Take the first step. Observe. Adjust. Take the next step. Momentum builds. Each action trains your inner voice. Each interaction strengthens confidence. Each reflection reinforces courage. Confidence is the accumulation of repeated small actions. Confidence is not about pretending. It is not about loudness. It is not about arrogance. Confidence is authenticity. Confidence is clarity. Confidence is courage in action. Confidence is calm in the face of uncertainty. Confidence is persistence despite fear. Confidence is the ability to act when it is easier to remain silent. Confidence is the alignment of your inner voice, your words, and your actions. Confidence radiates when you act with intention and purpose. Notice growth daily. Celebrate small victories. Did you speak when you stayed silent yesterday? Did you ask a question when you avoided it yesterday? Did you share your ideas when you hesitated yesterday? Each step counts. Each action compounds. Each reflection reinforces momentum. Your inner voice learns from every action. Your confidence grows with every effort. Your presence expands. Your conversations gain clarity and impact. Your life transforms. Chapter 5. Confidence is not only built by what you say, but also by how you listen. Listening is an overlooked power. Listening demonstrates presence. Listening creates connection. Listening allows you to respond with clarity and intention. When you listen actively, your words become more meaningful. When you listen before speaking, your actions gain weight. Listening is a cornerstone of confidence. Those who master it communicate naturally, inspire trust, and influence without force. Start small. Practice listening in daily conversations. Focus entirely on the speaker. Notice their tone, gestures, and expressions. Avoid interrupting. Avoid planning your response while they speak. Simply observe. Simply absorb. Simply respond thoughtfully. Even brief interactions can train your inner voice. Every time you listen fully, your confidence grows. Every time you respond with clarity after listening, your presence strengthens. Consider Sarah, a junior consultant. She often felt ignored in meetings. She tried to speak, but people spoke over her. She started practicing active listening. She focused fully on each speaker. She noticed key points and asked clarifying questions. She paraphrased important ideas before adding her own. Her confidence grew. Her colleagues began to notice her insights. She gained credibility. She was no longer speaking over others. She was speaking with impact. Listening had amplified her voice. Listening had amplified her confidence. Confidence grows when you respond, not react. Reactions are often emotional. Reactions are often automatic. Reactions come from fear or habit. Responses come from clarity. Responses come from awareness. Responses come from the inner voice guiding your actions. Pause before speaking. Take a breath. Consider your words. Respond intentionally. Train your mind to act, not react. Every mindful response strengthens your confidence. Every controlled reaction reinforces your presence. Preparation supports listening and responding. Anticipate topics in meetings or conversations. Know the material. Know the people involved. Understand the context. Preparation reduces anxiety. Preparation allows clarity. Preparation allows you to listen and respond without hesitation. Preparation is not memorization. It is readiness. It is foresight. It gives your inner voice a calm foundation. Preparation transforms uncertainty into action. Preparation amplifies confidence. Confidence grows when you embrace questions. Asking questions is not a sign of weakness. Asking questions is a sign of engagement. Asking questions demonstrates curiosity. Asking questions builds understanding. Practice asking questions daily. Ask for clarification when unsure. Ask for examples when needed. Ask for perspectives when exploring ideas. Every question strengthens your inner voice. Every question reinforces confidence. Every question builds connection. Observe how confident people interact. Notice their listening skills. Notice their timing. Notice how they pause before speaking. Notice how they adjust based on feedback. Confidence is not loudness. Confidence is presence. Confidence is calm. Confidence is clarity. Confidence is the ability to act thoughtfully in any interaction. You can cultivate the same traits. You can train your attention. You can train your observation. You can train your response. You can train your courage. Practice storytelling to strengthen listening and speaking. When someone shares an idea, respond with a story that connects. Stories engage. Stories create trust. Stories make points memorable. Stories demonstrate presence. Share brief stories. Share personal experiences. Share lessons learned. Share observations. Notice how stories make conversations flow. Notice how stories enhance your confidence. Stories are a tool for connection. Stories are a tool for influence. Stories are a tool for impact. Confidence grows with repetition and reflection. After each interaction, reflect. What did you notice? How did you respond? What worked? What could be improved? Reflection is not criticism. Reflection is growth. Reflection teaches your inner voice. Reflection builds awareness. Reflection strengthens your confidence. Reflection converts ordinary experiences into lessons. Reflection allows momentum to compound. Every conversation becomes practice. Every interaction becomes training. Every step builds presence. Visualization enhances confidence in listening and speaking. Picture yourself in a challenging conversation. Imagine listening fully. Imagine responding with clarity. Imagine your words having impact. Imagine maintaining calm, even if the other person is emotional. Rehearse scenarios in your mind. Visualize both questions and answers. Visualize gestures, tone, and posture. Visualization trains your mind and body. Visualization strengthens your inner voice. Visualization creates a mental blueprint for success. Notice progress daily. Celebrate small wins. Did you listen fully today when you normally would have interrupted? Did you respond thoughtfully instead of reacting emotionally? Did you ask a question when you might have stayed silent? Each action reinforces confidence. Each reflection builds clarity. Each repeated practice strengthens courage. Momentum grows. Presence expands. Your conversations gain impact. Your inner voice becomes your guide. Your confidence grows naturally. Body language supports listening and speaking. Lean slightly forward when listening. Maintain eye contact. Nod occasionally to show engagement. Keep gestures natural. Match your movements with your words. Stand or sit with intention. Align your posture with your inner voice. When your body communicates presence, your words carry weight. When your body reinforces your energy, your voice becomes magnetic. Confidence is embodied. Confidence is holistic. Confidence radiates from alignment of mind, voice, and body. Confidence requires embracing mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Mistakes are feedback. Mistakes are opportunities. After a misstep, reflect. Adjust. Continue. Confidence grows when you act despite fear of errors. Confidence grows when you persist despite setbacks. Confidence grows when you turn failures into lessons. Every interaction, even imperfect, strengthens your presence. Every challenge faced strengthens your inner voice. Every experience builds resilience. Affirm courage daily. Repeat, I am capable. Repeat, I am growing. Repeat, I act with clarity. Repeat, I listen with intention. Repeat, I learn from every interaction. Repeat, I embrace challenge. Repeat, I take steps every day. Repetition trains the mind. Repetition strengthens the inner voice. Repetition transforms fear into confidence. Repetition creates momentum. Habit emerges. Identity strengthens. Confidence becomes natural. Break difficult conversations into small steps. Prepare your points. Practice aloud. Visualize the interaction. Take the first small step. Observe. Adjust. Take the next step. Momentum builds. Each action trains your inner voice. Each interaction reinforces courage. Each reflection strengthens your presence. Confidence is the accumulation of repeated small actions. Confidence grows with practice, reflection, and intentionality. Confidence is authenticity. It is clarity. It is courage in action. It is calm in uncertainty. It is persistence despite fear. It is alignment of inner voice, words, and actions. Confidence radiates when intention meets action. Confidence is the harmony of mind, voice and body. Train it. Listen to it. Guide it. Practice it. Repeat it. Momentum grows. Presence expands. Influence increases. Your life transforms. Chapter 5 emphasizes listening, responding, and connecting. Confidence grows through active attention, intentional words, preparation, reflection, repetition, and storytelling. Step by step, word by word, action by action, practice daily. Observe growth, learn from mistakes. Repeat consistently, your inner voice strengthens. Your presence grows, your confidence expands. Begin now, listen deeply. Speak with clarity, act with courage. Your confidence is yours to build. Chapter 6. Confidence is strengthened when you take ownership of your actions. Owning your choices means acknowledging your successes and mistakes without blame. It means understanding that your effort, preparation, and decisions shape your outcomes. Confident people do not wait for permission or recognition. They act intentionally. They take responsibility. They learn from every experience and adapt. Ownership transforms hesitation into action. Ownership transforms doubt into trust in yourself. Ownership transforms fear into momentum. Start with small steps. Notice the decisions you make each day. Did you follow through on a promise? Did you take initiative on a task? Did you speak up when it was easier to stay silent? Reflect on these moments. Recognize the power in your choices. Even small actions build a foundation for confidence. Every decision taken with awareness reinforces your inner voice. Every choice made with courage strengthens your presence. Consider Amir, a young team leader. Amir often blamed circumstances for setbacks. He avoided difficult decisions and waited for approval. His confidence remained stagnant. Then he decided to take ownership. He prepared carefully, made decisions, and accepted responsibility for outcomes. Mistakes happened, but he reflected and adjusted. Gradually, his confidence grew. His team respected his clarity and accountability. Ownership amplified his courage. Ownership strengthened his inner voice. Ownership created momentum. Confidence grows when you act despite uncertainty. Life rarely offers complete information. Fear of unknown outcomes can paralyze action. Confident people acknowledge uncertainty but proceed anyway. They prepare as best they can, take small steps, and adjust along the way. Each action in uncertainty builds resilience. Each step reinforces trust in your abilities. Each effort transforms hesitation into progress. Preparation enhances confidence in action. Preparation is not memorization. It is readiness. It is understanding the context, gathering knowledge, and anticipating challenges. Preparation allows your inner voice to stay calm and clear. Preparation gives your actions precision. Preparation builds momentum and reduces fear. When you act from preparation, even uncertainty becomes manageable. Confidence flows from readiness. Confidence is rooted in informed action. Reflection amplifies ownership. After every action, pause to analyze. What worked well? What could have been done differently? How did your decisions affect the outcome? Reflection is not criticism, it is learning. Reflection allows your inner voice to adapt. Reflection strengthens decision-making. Reflection reinforces courage. Reflection transforms ordinary actions into lessons. Every reflection is a step forward in building confidence. Confidence grows when you embrace challenges. Avoiding difficult tasks reinforces fear. Facing challenges cultivates resilience. Break challenges into manageable steps. Take the first step. Reflect. Adjust. Take the next step. Momentum builds. Fear diminishes. Confidence grows. Challenges are opportunities to practice courage. Challenges are opportunities to train your inner voice. Challenges are opportunities to expand presence. Use affirmations to reinforce ownership and courage. Speak to yourself daily. Repeat, I take responsibility. Repeat, I act with intention. Repeat, I learn from mistakes. Repeat, I embrace challenges. Repeat, I grow with each decision. Repetition strengthens your inner voice. Repetition transforms hesitation into action. Repetition builds momentum. Habit emerges. Identity strengthens. Confidence becomes natural. Visualization supports decision-making and ownership. Imagine a challenging scenario. Picture yourself analyzing options calmly. Picture yourself making a clear decision. Picture yourself acting with courage. Picture possible outcomes and your response. Rehearse mentally until action feels natural. Visualization provides a blueprint for behavior. When the real situation arises, your mind follows the plan it has already practiced. Confidence flows naturally from rehearsal and preparation. Active listening enhances ownership. When you listen fully, you understand context and perspectives. You make informed decisions. You respond intentionally rather than reacting impulsively. Listening strengthens your inner voice. Listening builds trust. Listening creates clarity. Practice active listening daily. Observe tone, words, gestures, and intent. Respond thoughtfully. Every interaction strengthens confidence. Every decision becomes more deliberate. Confidence grows with repetition and practice. Take small actions daily. Speak clearly. Respond intentionally. Listen actively. Make decisions with awareness. Reflect after each interaction. Repeat. Momentum compounds. The inner voice grows stronger. Presence expands. Influence increases. Confidence emerges naturally, step by step. Action by action. Word by word. Practice daily. Practice consistently. Body language supports ownership and confidence. Stand with intention. Keep movements natural and purposeful. Make eye contact. Use gestures that match words. Align posture with inner voice. When your body expresses presence, your words carry weight. When your body reflects calm and clarity, your decisions feel authoritative. Confidence is the alignment of mind, voice, body, and action. Embrace mistakes as lessons. No decision is perfect. Mistakes are inevitable. Confident people analyze, learn, and adjust. They take responsibility without blame. They persist despite setbacks. Confidence grows through resilience. Confidence grows through reflection. Confidence grows when fear of mistakes diminishes and action becomes habitual. Each step, even imperfect, builds presence. Each challenge faced strengthens the inner voice. Each reflection amplifies courage. Break large goals into small steps. Preparing for a presentation, a meeting, or a decision can feel overwhelming. Focus on the immediate next action. Take one step. Observe. Adjust. Take the next step. Momentum builds. Confidence grows incrementally. Each step reinforces the inner voice. Each small success compounds. Each reflection strengthens presence. Confidence becomes a natural byproduct of consistent action. Confidence is authenticity. It is courage in action. It is clarity in uncertainty. It is calm in fear. It is persistence in setbacks. Confidence is the alignment of inner voice, words, actions, and body. It radiates when intention meets action. It emerges when preparation meets practice. It strengthens when reflection meets repetition. Confidence is a skill, a habit, and a mindset. It is built deliberately, step by step. Notice growth daily. Celebrate small wins. Did you act today when hesitation would have held you back? Did you make a decision despite uncertainty? Did you reflect and learn from mistakes? Each action compounds. Each reflection strengthens momentum. Each repetition builds resilience. Confidence grows through deliberate practice. Confidence grows through ownership. Confidence grows through courage in small and large steps. Your inner voice becomes your guide. Your presence expands. Your life transforms. Chapter 7. Confidence is strengthened through clarity of purpose. When you know why you speak, act, or engage, your energy shifts. Actions taken without purpose often feel weak or hesitant. Words spoken without intention often lack weight. When your purpose is clear, your presence expands, your inner voice strengthens, and your impact grows. Clarity of purpose aligns your thoughts, words, and actions. It transforms hesitation into action and uncertainty into confidence. Start by reflecting on your goals. What matters to you most in this conversation or interaction? What outcome do you hope to achieve? What values guide your choices? Clarity is not about controlling everything. It is about knowing your priorities, understanding your intentions, and acting with awareness. Each small act done with purpose strengthens confidence. Each intentional word reinforces your inner voice. Each action aligned with values amplifies presence. Consider Raza, a project coordinator. Raza often felt unsure speaking in team meetings. He would mumble ideas and lose focus during discussions. He started by clarifying his purpose before every interaction. He asked himself what he hoped to convey, why it mattered, and what impact it would create. With this clarity, his words became intentional. His energy became calm and focused. His confidence grew. His presence was noticed. Purpose transformed hesitation into strength. Purpose strengthened his inner voice. Purpose amplified momentum. Confidence is reinforced by preparation. Preparation is not memorization. It is readiness. It is knowing your material, anticipating challenges, and understanding context. Preparation reduces fear. Preparation allows clarity of expression. Preparation strengthens decision-making. When you act from preparation, uncertainty becomes manageable. Confidence flows from readiness. Confidence grows when your actions align with your knowledge and purpose. Reflection amplifies confidence. After every interaction, pause to analyze. What went well? What could have been improved? How did your actions affect outcomes? Reflection is not criticism, it is growth. Reflection strengthens your inner voice. Reflection teaches awareness. Reflection converts ordinary interactions into lessons. Every reflection builds clarity. Every step forward reinforces purpose. Confidence grows with deliberate review and adjustment. Confidence grows when you embrace challenges with intention. Avoiding difficult tasks reinforces hesitation. Facing challenges aligned with your purpose cultivates resilience. Break challenges into manageable steps. Take the first action. Reflect. Adjust. Take the next step. Momentum builds. Fear diminishes. Confidence grows. Challenges are opportunities to practice clarity, courage and alignment. Challenges train your inner voice and expand your presence. Use affirmations to reinforce clarity and courage. Speak daily to yourself. Repeat, I act with purpose. Repeat, I speak with clarity. Repeat, I listen with attention. Repeat, I learn from experience. Repeat, I embrace challenges. Repeat, I take steps aligned with my values. Repetition strengthens the inner voice. Repetition transforms hesitation into action. Repetition creates momentum. Habit emerges. Identity strengthens. Confidence becomes natural. Visualization enhances clarity and presence. Imagine a challenging scenario. Picture yourself responding with purpose and calm. Picture your words, tone, posture, and gestures aligned with your intention. Visualize positive outcomes and how you handle setbacks gracefully. Mental rehearsal trains your mind and body. It strengthens your inner voice. It prepares you to act confidently when the situation arises. Visualization creates a blueprint for presence and impact. Active listening supports clarity and confident action. When you listen fully, you understand context and perspectives. You respond intentionally rather than react impulsively. Listening strengthens your inner voice. Listening builds trust and connection. Practice active listening daily. Observe words, tone, gestures, and intent. Respond with awareness. Every interaction builds confidence. Every reflection reinforces presence. Every conscious response strengthens clarity and courage. Confidence grows with practice and repetition. Engage in small, purposeful conversations daily. Speak clearly. Respond intentionally. Listen attentively. Make decisions aligned with values. Reflect after each interaction. Repeat. Momentum compounds. The inner voice strengthens. Presence expands. Influence increases. Confidence emerges naturally. Step by step. Action by action. Word by word. Practice daily. Practice consistently. Body language supports clarity and confidence. Stand with intention. Move naturally but purposefully. Maintain eye contact. Use gestures that match your words. Align posture with inner voice. When your body expresses clarity and calm, your words gain weight. When your movements reinforce intention, your presence becomes magnetic. Confidence is the alignment of mind, voice, body, and purpose. Embrace mistakes as part of learning. No decision or conversation is perfect. Mistakes provide feedback and insight. Confident people analyze, learn, and adjust without blame. They persist despite setbacks. Confidence grows through resilience. Confidence grows when fear of mistakes diminishes. Confidence grows when deliberate practice and reflection become habitual. Each experience, even imperfect, strengthens presence and refines the inner voice. Break complex conversations or tasks into steps. Preparing for a presentation, meeting, or difficult discussion can feel overwhelming. Focus on the next immediate step. Take one action. Observe. Adjust. Take the next step. Momentum builds. Confidence grows incrementally. Each step reinforces clarity. Each small success compounds. Each reflection strengthens presence. Confidence emerges from consistent, deliberate effort. Confidence is authenticity. It is courage aligned with purpose. It is calm amidst uncertainty. It is persistence despite fear. It is the harmony of inner voice, words, actions, and body. Confidence radiates when intention meets action. It grows when preparation meets practice. It strengthens when reflection meets repetition. Confidence is a skill, a habit, and a mindset. Step by step, you build it deliberately. Notice growth daily. Celebrate small wins. Did you act today aligned with purpose when hesitation would have held you back? Did you speak with clarity when uncertainty lingered? Did you reflect and learn from mistakes? Each action compounds. Each reflection strengthens momentum. Each repeated practice builds resilience. Confidence grows through deliberate action. Confidence grows through clarity of purpose. Confidence grows through courage, aligned with intention. Your inner voice guides you. Your presence expands. Your life transforms. Chapter 8. Confidence grows when you embrace consistency. Consistency is the bridge between intention and results. Thinking about being confident without acting consistently is like planting seeds without watering them. Momentum cannot form without repeated effort. Every conversation, every action, every reflection is a step toward stronger confidence. Confidence is built through daily practice, not occasional inspiration. Start by committing to small, consistent actions. Speak up once in every meeting. Ask one question daily. Practice one sentence aloud each morning. Reflect briefly on your progress at the end of each day. These small steps, repeated, create momentum. Over time, your inner voice becomes familiar with courage. Your body and mind learn what confidence feels like. Your presence grows naturally. Consider Aisha, a marketing executive. She wanted to present confidently to clients, but often froze. She committed to speaking one idea in every team meeting, no matter how small. She practiced one presentation slide daily. She reflected on her performance at the end of each day. Weeks passed and her confidence grew. Her voice became steady. Her gestures became natural. Her ideas flowed. Consistency had transformed hesitation into courage. Momentum had created presence. Confidence is amplified by routine. Establish practices that reinforce courage daily. Begin your day with positive affirmations. Practice visualization before meetings. Engage in small conversations intentionally. Reflect after interactions. Record improvements. Track progress. Your inner voice is trained through repetition. Your actions are reinforced through habit. Momentum compounds. Consistency transforms small efforts into enduring confidence. Preparation supports consistent performance. Plan your conversations, presentations, and interactions. Anticipate questions. Rehearse responses. Know your material. Preparation reduces fear and increases certainty. When your mind is prepared, your words flow naturally. Your gestures align with intention. Your presence radiates calm and authority. Preparation combined with consistency ensures every action strengthens your inner voice and confidence. Reflection strengthens learning and growth. After each interaction, review what worked and what could improve. Reflection is not criticism, it is insight. Each reflection teaches your inner voice. Each reflection informs future actions. Each reflection reinforces progress. Confidence grows exponentially when reflection is consistent. Momentum is created when every step is reviewed and refined. Consistency and reflection together form a foundation for lasting confidence. Confidence grows through deliberate action despite fear. Fear will always appear. Doubt will always appear. Hesitation will always appear. Confident people acknowledge fear and act anyway. They take the next step. They speak the next sentence. They engage in the next interaction. Momentum builds. Courage strengthens. confidence becomes habitual. Step by step, action by action, word by word, courage transforms into natural presence. Active listening complements consistency. Every interaction is an opportunity to observe, understand, and respond intentionally. When you listen fully, your responses become clearer and more purposeful. Your words carry weight because they are informed. Your actions gain impact because they are aligned with context. Practice listening daily. Respond deliberately. Observe outcomes. Reflect consistently. Momentum grows. Confidence expands. Visualization enhances consistent growth. Picture yourself acting with calm, clarity, and courage in daily interactions. Picture yourself handling challenges gracefully. Picture conversations flowing naturally. Picture responses aligned with intention. Visual rehearsal prepares your mind and body for real-life scenarios. Confidence is reinforced because the mind has already practiced success. Momentum forms when mental rehearsal becomes habitual. Affirm courage and consistency daily. Speak to yourself aloud. Repeat, I act consistently. Repeat, I embrace challenges. Repeat, I learn from every experience. Repeat, I grow with daily effort. Repeat, I speak and act with clarity. Repetition strengthens your inner voice. Repetition creates habit. Repetition builds momentum. Repetition transforms hesitation into action. Confidence becomes a natural byproduct of persistent effort. Body language supports consistent confidence. Stand with intention in every interaction. Maintain eye contact. Move naturally but with purpose. Use gestures aligned with words. Align posture with inner voice. When your body consistently conveys calm and authority, your words gain weight. When your gestures consistently match your intention, your presence strengthens. Consistency in action aligns mind, voice, and body. Confidence becomes holistic and embodied. Embrace mistakes as part of consistent practice. No action is perfect. No conversation is flawless. Mistakes are learning opportunities. Reflect, adjust, and act again. Consistency ensures that even imperfect actions build momentum. Confidence grows when repeated effort outweighs occasional failure. Each interaction, even with errors, reinforces presence. Each reflection strengthens your inner voice. Each step compounds into enduring courage. Break large goals into consistent, manageable steps. Preparing for presentations, meetings, or difficult discussions can feel overwhelming. Focus on the immediate next action. Take one step. Reflect. Adjust. Take the next step. Momentum builds incrementally. Each action reinforces clarity. Each repeated success compounds. Each reflection strengthens presence. Confidence emerges from consistent, deliberate effort. Confidence is authenticity expressed consistently. It is calm in uncertainty. It is courage in fear. It is persistence through setbacks. It is alignment of inner voice, words, actions, and body. Confidence radiates when intention meets repeated action. It grows when preparation meets habit. It strengthens when reflection meets persistence. Confidence is a skill, a habit, and a mindset built through deliberate, repeated practice. Notice progress daily. Celebrate small wins. Did you act consistently today despite hesitation? Did you speak with clarity when unsure? Did you reflect and adjust after interactions? Each action compounds. Each reflection strengthens momentum. Each repetition builds resilience. Confidence grows through persistent practice. Confidence grows through deliberate, consistent effort. Your inner voice guides you. Your presence expands. Your life transforms. Conclusion. Confidence is not a trait you are born with. It is a skill you build deliberately, step by step. It grows through action, reflection, preparation, and consistency. Your inner voice guides your presence. Your words carry intention. Your gestures support your energy. Every small step compounds into lasting confidence. Start today. Speak with clarity. Act with courage. Listen with attention. Reflect with honesty. Practice consistently. Embrace mistakes as lessons. Take ownership of your actions. Align your purpose with your efforts. Momentum builds. Presence grows. Influence increases. Confidence becomes natural. Your journey begins with one step, one conversation, one action at a time.